So guys, today I'm going to be doing video on these two books here, and these two are my favorite books for just general Alaskan bushcrafting. And while I've been bushcrafting, these are the two books that I primarily use. First one here is the one that I recommend the most, and I recommend to everyone basically, and they don't have to live in Alaska, but I just recommend this book to really anyone that bushcrafts in the northern hemisphere. This is Bushcraft by Kochanski, Kochanski. I can't speak today, but this is an awesome book. It has loads of basically everything you'd be doing in bushcraft, from shelter craft to knife craft, saw craft, axe craft, all that stuff. It really teaches you everything and how to properly use tools for bushcrafting. This is an awesome book. And the next one is Wilderness Medicines, or Alaska's Wilderness Medicines. Now this one, as the name implies, talks about medicines in Alaska. This book doesn't really cover over edibles, although if the plant that they mention is edible, it does cover the fact that it is edible. But this book isn't for berries and all that. This is specifically for different medicines and what the plants in this book have for medicinal virtues. So these are my two most recommended books. They're certainly not the only books that I'd recommend. I definitely recommend getting a lot of books, having lots of books. The more books you have on bushcrafting and the wilderness, the better you'll be prepared. But these two are my favorite. I know this one's specifically for Alaska and Canada. This one, if you live outside of Alaska and Canada, won't really help you that much. Maybe a little bit. But this one is primarily for Alaska. But then again, I live in Alaska, so it's helpful for me to have that. Like I said, this book is just great for the northern hemisphere, although it does specifically talk about some things that are only in Alaska, like the animals that it talks about are specifically related to Alaska. A lot of the techniques that it uses are good for really, like I said, just the northern hemisphere. So, like I said, I don't know if you don't live in Canada or Alaska, this book probably wouldn't help you, but this book definitely would. But these are my two most recommended books. They're just great books to have, and like I said, those would be my top two. Anyways, guys, I'm out.